Your soulmate saying, I need to tell you what happened last night. Before it's too late. My beloved child. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What you are about to hear is unlike anything you have ever imagined, because this is not just another message about your soulmate, this is about what happened while the entire world was asleep. Last night, something changed. A moment arrived that your soulmate never expected to face, and ever since that moment, they have been carrying a truth that has become too heavy to keep inside. They have been repeating the same sentence over and over in their heart, I need to tell you what happened last night, before it's too late. Those words have followed them into every thought since the sun came up. They tried to ignore them. They tried convincing themselves that silence would be easier. But silence only made the memory louder. Right now, while you are listening, they are standing between fear and courage, wondering if today will finally become the day they reveal everything they have hidden. Don't skip, because the next few moments will explain why nothing about your connection has been ordinary. There is a reason you found this message at this exact time. There is a reason your heart refused to scroll away. Something huge is waiting for you. The story did not begin last night, but last night changed everything. There was one unexpected moment that your soulmate never planned for. It wasn't a loud event that everyone noticed. It wasn't something the world celebrated. It happened quietly, almost invisibly, yet it shook their heart more than any conversation ever could. While everyone else believed it was just another ordinary night, they found themselves unable to escape thoughts of you. Every memory they tried to lock away suddenly returned with incredible clarity. They remembered promises that were never spoken aloud. They remembered moments they thought time had erased forever. And then something happened that completely caught them off guard. A realization entered their heart so suddenly that it left them speechless. They finally understood that running away from this connection had never brought them peace. It had only created a silence that grew heavier every single day. That realization became impossible to ignore. Since that moment, they have felt an overwhelming need to reach you before another opportunity disappears forever. But something is still stopping them. A single fear keeps whispering that they may already be too late, that perhaps you have stopped believing, that perhaps you no longer care, and that fear is becoming stronger with every passing hour. Stay till the end, because what happened after that realization is even more unexpected. The truth they discovered has the power to change everything you believed about this connection. Listen carefully, because this is where the story becomes impossible to predict. As the night grew quieter, your soulmate reached a decision they never imagined they would make. They stopped blaming distance. They stopped blaming timing. For the very first time, they began questioning their own choices instead. They realized that every excuse they had been holding onto was slowly breaking apart. Deep inside, they knew they could not keep pretending nothing had happened. They wanted to tell you everything, every hidden emotion, every unanswered question, every silent goodbye they never truly meant. But before they could take that step, another unexpected feeling appeared. They became afraid that someone else might reach your heart before they found the courage to speak. That fear has followed them into today, making every passing moment feel more urgent than the last. They can no longer carry what happened last night by themselves. They know the truth must come out soon, because if they wait any longer, the opportunity they have been hoping for may disappear forever. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what your soulmate is preparing to reveal next is something they have never shared with anyone, and once those words are finally spoken, neither of your lives will ever feel the same again. A strange feeling refused to leave your soulmate after the sun came up. Every hour that passed made last night feel even more real instead of fading away. They kept asking themselves one question they could not escape: what if this is my final chance to tell them everything? Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what happened next was even more surprising. They almost reached out. Their hands paused more than once. Their heart kept saying, "Do it now." But another voice kept whispering, "What if it's already too late?" That silent battle has been happening inside them all day. No one around them knows it. They smile when people are watching, but the moment they are alone, the truth returns. They can still feel the weight of what happened last night, and every second of silence is making it heavier. The secret they have been protecting is no longer protecting them. It is changing them. The most unexpected part is that your soulmate finally realized the distance between you was never measured by miles or time. It was measured by words that were never spoken. Every memory they once tried to ignore has returned with greater strength. Little reminders seem to appear everywhere. A familiar place, an ordinary conversation, even a quiet moment suddenly brings your face back into their thoughts. They are beginning to understand that some connections refuse to disappear, no matter how hard someone tries to move forward. That realization has shaken everything they believed. Now they are wondering if the silence they created has already caused a misunderstanding too deep to repair. They keep imagining what they will say if they finally stand before you. Yet every version feels incomplete because the one thing they truly want to confess is far more powerful than a simple apology. Don't skip, because the next step they are preparing to take could completely change the direction of this story. Something huge is waiting for you. Now the pressure inside your soulmate is becoming impossible to hide. They know they cannot carry this truth much longer. Last night gave them an answer they never expected, but it also gave them a deadline they can feel without anyone saying a word. Every heartbeat reminds them that waiting could cost them the one connection they have never been able to replace. That is why they keep repeating the same sentence inside their heart: "I have to tell you what happened, before it's too late." They do not know how you will respond. They do not know whether you will believe every word. But they know one thing with absolute certainty: they can no longer pretend that nothing has changed. Stay till the end, because the next revelation will uncover the one detail your soulmate has been afraid to admit since the moment everything changed last night, and once that hidden truth is revealed, there will be no turning back. Everything became even more intense when your soulmate stopped trying to escape their own heart. They replayed last night again and again, hoping they had misunderstood what they felt. But every time they returned to that moment, the same truth stood waiting for them. They finally understood that some feelings grow stronger the longer they are ignored. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They have reached a point where silence feels heavier than honesty. Even while trying to focus on ordinary life, their thoughts keep returning to one unanswered question: will I lose them forever if I wait one more day? That question has become impossible to silence. It follows them everywhere, turning peaceful moments into restless ones. Deep inside, they know they are standing at the edge of a decision that could change everything. But before they take that step, there is one hidden piece of the story they have never allowed anyone to see. The truth is, last night was not important because of what happened around them. It was important because of what happened inside them. For the first time in a very long time, they stopped pretending they had moved on. They admitted something to themselves that they had been denying for far too long. Every excuse they built began falling apart. Every wall they created started to crack. Suddenly, they realized they were not protecting their heart, they were trapping it. That realization shook them more than anything else. They thought they had buried the past, yet the past returned with greater strength than ever before. Now they are wondering if destiny has quietly brought them back to the very place they tried so hard to leave behind. Don't skip, because what they discovered after accepting this truth made their heart beat faster than ever. Something huge is waiting for you. Now your soulmate feels as though time is quietly slipping through their hands. They are beginning to understand that some opportunities never announce when they are about to disappear. That is why they can no longer ignore the voice inside them repeating the same message over and over: tell them before it's too late. Every passing hour makes that voice stronger. They are no longer afraid of admitting what they feel, they are afraid of waiting too long to say it. The words they have been holding back are closer than ever to being spoken, but one final fear still stands in their way. They keep wondering whether your heart is still open, or whether they have already missed the moment they were meant to find you again. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next truth your soulmate is about to reveal is the one secret they believed they would take with them forever, until last night changed absolutely everything. A quiet urgency has taken over your soulmate's heart, and they can no longer explain it away. Every moment since last night has felt like a countdown they cannot stop. They keep looking back at one single memory, wondering why it suddenly became so powerful. It was as if something invisible forced them to see everything they had been refusing to accept. They finally realized that pretending to move on had never erased what they truly felt. It had only hidden it behind silence. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what your soulmate is about to understand next is something they never thought they would have the courage to face. The closer they get to the truth, the more impossible it becomes to turn back. They know that once the truth is spoken, nothing between you will ever feel the same again. Then another unexpected realization appeared. Your soulmate began asking themselves a question that had never crossed their mind before. What if the reason we kept missing each other was because I was too afraid to tell the truth? That thought refused to leave. It followed them through every quiet moment, making their heart race faster than before. They imagined what could happen if they stayed silent forever, and for the first time, that future frightened them more than rejection itself. They could almost hear the words they have been holding back, yet every time they tried to speak, emotion stopped them. They are carrying a confession that has become impossible to hide. It is no longer just about the past. It is about the future they fear they might lose forever if they wait any longer. Don't skip, because the next revelation is the one that changed everything inside them. Something huge is waiting for you. Now your soulmate feels that time is moving faster than their courage. Every heartbeat reminds them that opportunities do not wait forever. They are standing at the edge of a choice that will either free their heart or leave them wondering for the rest of their life what could have happened. They no longer want to live with unanswered questions. They no longer want silence to tell your story. That is why the words they have been repeating since last night have become stronger than ever. I have to tell you what happened before it's too late. They know the moment of truth is approaching, but they still have one final secret they have not revealed. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next moment will uncover the hidden reason last night became the turning point they will never be able to forget. The closer your soulmate comes to telling the truth, the more impossible it becomes to hide what happened last night. They have replayed that single moment so many times that every detail now feels permanently written into their heart. What they experienced was not loud, yet it changed the direction of every thought they have today. Since then, they have been carrying a question that refuses to disappear. If I stay silent now, will I regret it for the rest of my life? Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because they are no longer fighting their feelings. They are fighting the fear of arriving too late. Every hour makes them realize that waiting has never brought them peace. Waiting has only made the truth stronger. The secret they protected for so long is now demanding to be heard, and they know the moment of silence is almost over. Something even more surprising happened after that realization. Your soulmate stopped searching for reasons to walk away and started searching for reasons to come back. That change happened quietly, but it changed everything inside them. The memories they once tried to avoid have become the very reason they cannot stop thinking about you. They finally understand that some people leave your thoughts, but others become part of your heart forever. That is exactly what has happened here. They are beginning to believe that every missed opportunity was leading toward one final chance to make everything right. But another thought keeps following them wherever they go. What if they no longer believe the words I should have spoken long ago? That fear is real, yet it is no longer strong enough to silence them forever. Don't skip, because the next truth is the one they have hidden from everyone. Something huge is waiting for you. Now your soulmate stands at the edge of the moment they have been avoiding for far too long. They know they cannot carry this burden into another tomorrow. Last night awakened something that refuses to go back to sleep. It reminded them that the greatest regrets are often created by the words left unsaid. That is why they have made a quiet promise to themselves. Before time creates another distance between you, they will find the courage to reveal everything they have been holding inside. They do not know how the story will end, but they know it cannot remain unfinished any longer. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the final part will reveal the one sentence your soulmate has been desperate to say ever since last night, the sentence they believe could change everything forever. My beloved child. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The moment your soulmate has been running from is finally here. They have reached the point where silence no longer feels like protection. It feels like loss. Since last night, every excuse they once believed has disappeared. Every reason they used to stay away has become weaker than the truth they can no longer hide. They now understand that waiting for the perfect moment only stole precious time from both of you. That realization has shaken them more than anything else. They have spent countless hours imagining this conversation, wondering how to begin, wondering whether your heart will still recognize the sincerity behind their words. Yet no matter how many times they rehearse it in their mind, the same sentence always comes first: "I should have told you this much sooner." Those words have become impossible to ignore. They know they cannot carry them into another night. Now the final hidden truth begins to surface. What happened last night was not just a memory returning. It was a moment of complete clarity. Your soulmate finally saw how every path they tried to follow eventually brought them back to thoughts of you. They realized that no distraction had ever replaced the connection they felt. Every attempt to move forward only led them back to the same unanswered feelings. For the first time, they stopped asking whether this connection was real. Instead, they began asking whether they still had enough time to make things right. That single question changed everything. It replaced fear with determination. It replaced hesitation with courage. Even though they cannot predict your response, they have decided that living with uncertainty is far better than living with lifelong regret. Don't skip, because the next few moments could become the turning point they have been hoping for all along. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is no longer preparing to hide. They are preparing to speak. The silence that lasted for so long is finally reaching its end, because they know the truth deserves to be heard before another opportunity slips away. They are ready to let go of every wall they built, every doubt they carried, and every fear that kept them frozen. In their heart, only one hope remains: that when the truth finally reaches you, it will not arrive too late. They believe that some stories deserve one final chance, and they are ready to take that chance with everything they have. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what your soulmate is about to say next is the message they have carried in silence for far too long, and once those words are finally spoken, there will be nothing left hidden between the two of you.